Hey guys, it's Luke, and in this video I will talk about how you can get to Diamond this rank split. I believe that anyone, regardless of mechanical skill, can make it to Diamond and get the dive trail that comes with it. I have solo queued to Diamond on both console and PC, and the goal of this video is to share some strategies that I learned along the way, as well as a few big things I wish I knew earlier. Most players that play ranked are stuck in platinum or gold, and they think that the reason they're not gaining RP is because they have shaky aim or choppy movement. Mastering the core mechanics of Apex will help you become a better player overall, but you don't need insane aim or movement to make it to Diamond. I switched from console to PC recently, and the first game I installed was Apex. I played some ranked, and on the default binds and sensitivity, I made it to Diamond on PC, so I can personally attest to what I'm putting in this video. The first thing that you need to be doing if you want to make it to Diamond is running the right legends and weapons. Obviously, some weapons and legends are stronger than others, and in this video I will share the weapons and legends that by using them, you will automatically have an advantage. In the legends department, there are 6 legends that I consider to be meta legends. Part of your choice when you decide who to play before a match starts should come down to personal preference, but you should also factor in what your opponents are playing. For example, if you see your teammate choose Bangalore, you could play Bloodhound to get the Bangalore Smoke, Bloodhound Scan synergy. With that being said, let me move on to the legends you should play for the best success in ranked. Number 1 is Gibraltar. Gibraltar is by far the most used legend in Apex Legends esports scene, and for a good reason. The pros recognize how useful and versatile his kit can make your team. The Dome Shield provides you with a safe place to heal up and reset a fight, or to quickly revive a teammate. If you struggle with getting third-partied, I would try Gibraltar out, because he can help your team reset after a fight. Alongside that, his Arm Shield and Fortified perk make him the hardest legend to kill in a gunfight. I definitely recommend trying out Gibraltar, especially if you play with a pre-made squad. The only downside to him is that he can be a little hard to pick up if you've never played him before, and he isn't a mobile legend, so it will be very hard to get out of sticky situations if you have already used his Dome Shield. The next legend that works well in competitive is the newest addition to Apex, Valkyrie. If you've only used Valkyrie in pubs, then you may be wondering why she's on this list. The reason she is so useful in ranked is her ultimate. Her ultimate allows you to get free rotations from anywhere on the map, which in ranked matters much more than in pubs. If you are someone that struggles with rotating or often dies from being held in the storm or having multiple teams target you, I suggest you give Valkyrie a try. The next S tier legend is Bloodhound. Bloodhound has been powerful for the last few seasons, and that continues to be the case. The only thing that the devs have done to make him less powerful is make it so you no longer get assists when scanning enemies. With that being said, Bloodhound fits into any team comp, and is really a good choice if you just want to main one legend in ranked. After Bloodhound on the list comes Octane. In the past, Octane has struggled with being a team player. His kit provided really nothing to the team, and his abilities only benefited the player using him. A legend like that is pretty much useless in ranked, but luckily Octane is no longer just a solo player. Now, he has a stim which allows him to be mobile in fights, and to get away and rat if your teammates die. But he also has his jump pad, which is a benefit for the team. For the amount of power the jump pad has, it charges way too fast. You can use jump pads to get into fights, out of fights, and you'll have them almost whenever you want. To add to that, Octane pairs nicely with a lot of other legends such as Revenant and Crypto. A very good strategy is to use Revenant's Totem or Crypto's EMP, and then to immediately jump pad on your opponents. All in all, Octane provides value to the team while still being a good solo legend. Up next is Wraith. Wraith is definitely not the best she's ever been, but still good enough to use in ranked. Like Octane, her tactical is useful for herself and her ultimate is useful for the team. Her small hitbox and Into the Void tactical make her useful for scouting and getting out of rough situations. Her portal has a variety of uses. In ranked, the endgames are much more stacked and the positions inside the ring are often occupied. Using her portal can get you not only yourself, but your entire team inside the ring. Alongside that, you can also portal down teammates to cover and revive them. I will often choose Wraith when both my teammates are legends with no mobile abilities, such as having a Caustic, Revenant, or Gibraltar teammate. I've made it through the 5 strongest legends to play in Ranked, and there is only one left: the friendly robot Pathfinder. Pathfinder recently benefited from the removal of low profile from the game, and is now viable once again in Ranked. His grapple is great because it provides you with both distance and height, making it useful in almost every fight. To go alongside his grapple, his ultimate zipline ability allows for easy high ground. My favorite time to use this ability is leading into a fight, because it will allow you and your team to gain high ground or the better positioning before the fight begins, and you will still have your grapple if you need to disengage, which makes him a strong pick in Ranked. Before I go into the weapons section of this video, I'm going to talk about communication. Communication is a big factor of how well you do in Ranked, but is something people often overlook. In pubs, using the built-in ping system is fine, but it doesn't cut it in Ranked. Using a microphone, especially as a solo queuer, will help you compete with 3 stacks and generally win more fights. You don't need to start by being super vocal or making every decision for your team, but I do think it makes the climb to Diamond much easier by making simple callouts. Calling out damage numbers, what rarity shields your opponent have, where teams are, and other non-decision things that are useful for your teammates to know. I also want to touch on how you can make better callouts and boost your communication in a team. Oftentimes I get random teammates that I believe are not as skilled or as smart in the game as me, so when I communicate to them, it is usually in the form of a command, such as take the jump pad or flank right. In the heat of battle, these comms are easier and faster to give, but the better way is to also give a reason. You can still give the command, but also giving a reason for why your teammate should do something will make it way more likely they will actually do it. Instead of just blindly following what you are saying to do, they will know why you are making that decision, thus making them more likely to actually do it. As a player, it's also way more useful to know why your teammates are saying what they are, because it provides you with more information. For example, compare these 2 callouts. Fall back, to fall back. There's a new team coming up on our right and we don't want to get caught in the middle. The second one provides your teammates with information and a reason you are telling them to fall back, while the first is just a blind command. Using comms in Ranked, especially good comms, is one of the best ways that you can improve the amount of RP you get per game. Moving on, I'm going to be covering the weapons you should be using in Ranked. I'm not going as in-depth for the weapons as I did with the legends, but I will briefly go over each one. Starting off with the Flatline. The Flatline is a gun that has one of the highest damage outputs in the game when you're hitting your shots with it. The only downside being the recoil, making it hard to use, especially at range. To go alongside the Flatline is the R301. The R301 is, in my opinion, the most versatile gun. It is extremely easy to control, making it good at long range, and also fries up close. It pairs with pretty much every other gun in the game, making it great to use in Ranked. If you like running an SMG, then the options are simple. Both the Volt and the R9 are strong in the meta, and are generally 2 great guns to run. Next up are the shotguns. The 2 shotguns that are very strong in the meta at the moment are the EVA 8 and Peacekeeper. What makes these guns great is their really high damage output. Try and pair them with an AR or longer range weapon, because in Ranked you will often need a long range or poke weapon. The last weapon on the list is the Spitfire. The Spitfire is one of those annoying guns that no one likes to fight against, but it is undeniably good. Like the R301, it is a very beginner friendly and easy to control gun. It also has an enormous mag, which helps in winning 1v1s or spraying down an enemy team. Keep in mind that other guns are usable in Ranked, especially if you get the right attachments. These are just the weapons that you should go into a game looking for, and pick them up over other weapons you might find. The 4 things that will give you the best chance of getting to diamond are running the best legends, picking up the best weapons, communicating with your team, and the last one is to be consistent. Consistency, even if you're only gaining 20 to 30 RP per match, will get you to diamond. And the best way to be consistent is to land safe. My best tip for getting an uncontested drop is looking back at everyone dropping. Watch the contrails and where people are going. When you see no one dropping a certain way, then you can jump out or ping to land that way if you're not jump master. You should also be looking for dive trails as you drop, and if your location is contested by 2 or more squads, then I would actually just recommend dipping and finding a new spot. This takes the RNG out of landing and finding no gun or armor, and makes it so you won't get those -24 or -36 games. If you are a more aggressive player or squad and want to play more aggressively, I would suggest landing at the same spot every game. This way you know your POI and where loot spawns, so you can get a gun and win early game fights. You'll generally be more experienced with that one place, which will lead to better games and consistent RP. Overall, by using the right legends and weapons, communicating and trying to play as consistently as possible, you can make it to diamond regardless of mechanical skill. If you would like to improve your mechanical skill, I have videos on my channel that will help, so please like this video and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. I also plan on making a more advanced ranked guide soon, with things like rotating, taking smart fights, and mindset, so keep an eye out for that. You can also let me know what videos you would like to see me make in the comments below. And thank you for watching.